Um, Big thanks to everyone who supported UK bargain deals for you so far. And today's topic's one that basically a lot of people have asked me about, and that's about house buying and house moving. So, of course, once you have your deposit kind of saved and you've got money aside, the best thing really to do, if you have a help to buy ISA, that's first of all, in my opinion, one of the better schemes. Um, I actually started out with a help to buy ISA, and I was saving for quite a few years. I then kind of got in with a financial advisor who my family know. She told me to move it into a LISA. If you don't know what a LISA is, it's a lifetime ISA. Um, and I got 25% on top of whatever I saved. So just by moving my money, um, I basically turned quite a large sum of money with an extra 2k kind of on top of it just by moving the account. So it can be really beneficial to always just kind of get advice from financial advisors and just different companies. And I did a lot of reading on Money Saving Expert, to be honest with you. Money Saving Expert was great because they break down what every term is, what a lease is, what a mortgage is, how it works, everything like that. And then I went to a lot of high street banks, like Walton and Allen and all these other ones, Hart and all that crap. I went to all the high street ones, and I found generally they wanted to charge about one between £1,400 to £1,800 to do everything for you. I actually ended up because I've just bought my own first house, getting everything a lot cheaper. What I did was, so I've kept a few windows open here. Is I first of all compared conveyancing companies in my area, so conveyancers. That's really basically your solicitor, the person who's going to do your searches for you. And as it says here, it's a solicitor who specialises in conveyancing. In my area, I actually got the cheapest one through USwitch. Very funnily, what I actually did was very clever and different, and I compared a lot of these sites, Money Supermarket, USwitch, and what actually happened in my instance was I got the cheapest quote through USwitch, because I did find that on these sites you can find a £500 solicitor who'll do everything they want for you. But when I looked at the reviews, they weren't very good. They didn't have very good reviews, and generally what I found was, for a very big firm that has like 1,000 solicitors, you're probably not going to pay. Um, you're not probably not going to pay a lot. It basically how it works is with the cost of it is that the more cases they have on, and they have it between four people, so they're taking on like 1,000 mortgage files, 1,000 moves between four solicitors. It will be cheap. It will be like £500, and the level of response and quality of responses your solicitor will get and the house buying process will generally be low because they have so many inquiries to deal with. They can't come back to you. So that's kind of why they're so cheap. And the reviews for a lot of them are pretty bad from what I kind of saw. I didn't want to put myself in that situation because I needed to move ASAP because my people I was buying from the house from were desperate to move ASAP. So I kind of went for a mid-range solicitor. I generally, and this is just my opinion on the market, when I was buying in 2018, it was around December time I bought. The solicitor prices were around 1,400, 1,500 for a top-end solicitor who's taken on very few moves, and it was down to 500 for your ones that are saturated with loads of moves. And I went for someone who was I think they were about 900ish. And basically, I found them on USwitch, so I found them here on USwitch. But I didn't go through USwitch. I actually contacted them directly and said, if I don't go through USwitch, how much will the quote be? And they came back to me and said to me that they could match USwitch and actually beat it, because I didn't realize, but they actually pay. They have to pay you, so it's a commission for the referral. So they could kind of give you a saving. So it's well worth doing if you're buying a house to go direct. Don't just go on these sites. Just go direct and ask the solicitors, can you match it? And you may save some money like I did. So that was how I kind of narrowed down conveyancing. It's really important, I think, to be with a conveyancer you trust and you feel that can be reliable. And I thought these guys were really reliable. And they did an okay job. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't the worst. It was okay. They got the job done because I got my house. Then I ended up getting a surveyor. Now, there's a lot of debate I've seen online about if you need a surveyor, if you don't. My house was brand new. It's still in a new house warranty, but I went for a surveyor anyway, just for peace of mind. And actually, my surveyor did pick up two faults. And I found a really good surveyor through local surveyors direct. And that was just in my area, but I'm sure it's all dependent on area. But my surveyor was actually £240. I like the fact he was honest because he just told me straight I won't need to go for a higher survey, because the surveys kind of break down into a home buyer and then there's different categories. Basically, the more you pay for the survey, the more detailed it's going to be. I went for kind of a basic one, but it still pulled some faults up. And thanks to my surveyor, I actually got £1,000 off the house I was buying. So it was quite a saving. That was like my solicitor's fee pretty much saved. Just because I went round and I bartered and I got the price down a little bit. And I mean, just never be scared to put something to your solicitor, and never be scared to speak to the other side or the estate agent. I mean, I have to admit that the estate agent we used was absolutely brilliant. It wasn't someone, sorry, I used, but rather the sellers, I should say, was really good. But yeah, we ended up getting money down on certain things. So I would recommend getting a surveyor just for peace of mind, because like in my instance, people were saying to me the house was new, I wouldn't need it, but I actually have moved in and found out that there's no such thing as a perfect home, and every home has faults, and I found more and more things that annoy me every day. But it's one of those ones of moving house. So yeah, surveyor I got as well. And then the main big cake is your mortgage. Generally, I just found that my mortgage was really complicated to do because I had my own business, so it was complicated for me. But for everyone else, I would just say use the comparison sites, use Trust or use Habito. They're great sites. I think there's another one as well. It's London and Country. Don't quote me on the name. But I actually found Money Saving Expert to be the best one. But in the end, I actually went through a broker with my mortgage, just because I found it a lot easier. And my broker was really, really, really good. And I think he was called Go Direct. But yeah, if anyone wants his contacts, I'll let you know. I'm not sure if it was Go Direct, but anyway, he was really, really good. Yeah, it may well have been Go Direct. I'll have to have a look. But if anyone wants the info anyway, I'll happily pass it on. But this broker was really good. I paid him via PayPal, and it was about 200 this again. Now, my friend's just had his mortgage done, and he went through a broker where he got a lifetime guarantee of remortgaging, something like that. So it all depends on what you want, but I just wanted to get my mortgage sorted and then sort it out again in a couple of years. So I went with this one. May not be the best deal, but for me, it was what's suitable for me and what I liked. So, kind of getting all three areas yourself, I saved around £600 from just roughly the quote of kind of what I got from going direct. So, you really, really do make a saving, and that would be my advice. And my other advice would be as well, for the actual property yourself, make sure you're happy with it. Make sure you're happy with the area, because it's such a big thing to buy a house. It's the biggest investment you'll ever make in your life. So make sure you're happy with it. Make sure you're happy with the area. Hang around in the area as well. Like, don't just go and view the house and leave. Come back maybe a day later and just see what the street's like, see what the area's like. I actually found that the area I wanted to buy in, which I had my heart set on, and I didn't end up buying in. But a couple of houses I saw there, which were in my price range, when I actually went to view the street and I was just there, kind of parked up 20 minutes before the viewing, I noticed the neighbours were a bit noisy, and there were things I actually really were quite shocked to see. The street was quite busy, whereas now the house I bought, it wasn't in the area I wanted, but I still like the area, but it's so quiet, the neighbours are lovely, and it's such a good area. So it really goes to show you that don't always judge a book by its cover. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully this advice will help you out. And of course, if anyone wants any help, you can contact me through my blog or through our Facebook page. So yeah, I hope this helps someone out there. And good luck with everyone saving your mortgages and getting your houses. And I hope you all the best.